Hey there. Doing my daily check to make sure we're on. Whoa, that's me throwing my keepa off from yesterday. Ah, there we are. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to our Wednesday meditation. Time for us to get together to find some peace and calm in the middle of our day. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Irene. Welcome. And Jody, if you're there, welcome. Um, we've started with the Torah portion. Hello, Helene. We started with the Torah portion of Re'eh this week, and there's one section of this Torah portion that talks about the Israelites going into the land of Canaan. You know what? Excuse me. I need to quiet the room. Ah, there we go. Sorry about that. It's a I have an air conditioner that I keep on, but not during meditation. See, it's so much quieter now. In this Torah portion, it talks about when the Israelites go into the land of Canaan, what they're going to do, what they're going to be like. And it talks about, that they're going to take over these people, but they should be prepared that the people are going to try to bring them over to the way they think about the world. In other words, they're going to be invited to worship all these other gods and all of this. And one of the warnings is this idea that they shouldn't be so quick and hurried to enter into the ways of the Canaanites and the people that are already living on the land. And as I was thinking about today, what I'd like to bring up and have us kind of have in our minds as we do our meditations has to do with where we are in the world. 18 months ago, at the beginning of all this, I gave a sermon about having patience. And I kind of feel like this idea that once you go into the land, don't be ensnared by the people, because you might get a little frustrated that the new government, right, the Israelites haven't really taken over yet, and so the people that are there have great influence, and because we don't have the patience to wait for the new Israelites to kind of take over, that we can easily be brought into doing things we might not want to do if it weren't given these difficult circumstances. And I kind of feel like that's where we are in our world today. I feel like we might be making decisions based upon things we've heard or, things we've read that may or may not be true. And I feel like we were in a state of mind, and we even, thought about it in these meditations. We were in a state of mind where things were starting to open up. We're feeling like the pandemic was, if not coming to an end, was slowing down, and we were going to be able to go out into the world again and start our lives over and be in this new world, whatever it's going to be, and albeit it might be different. And then this Delta variant came, and all the talk about that, and the new cases, and the rising of caseloads, and more people being hospitalized. And I have to say, it's been very difficult to kind of maneuver through this time, because there's so much uncertainty and there are so many questions that we don't have answers to. So I could see how we could very easily lose our patience and just say either, oh God, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I don't care about what anybody else does. I just need to be out there. Or getting angry at the people that aren't vaccinated, that are getting this Delta virus, 90% of them, to think about what's happening in the world in a way that puts it in perspective as opposed to just kind of freaking out and saying, oh my God, we're in the pandemic again and we have to do exactly what we did last time. It may be that we have to, go in our homes a little bit if this does start to stretch out. But I think we need to, as the Israelites had to do, is keep a calm head about us. Recognize, yes, that there are these dangers, but that if we are taking care of ourselves, we can put ourselves in positions where we don't feel like we're at risk. And we don't have to, for lack of way of saying it better, freak out because of the news we hear or the anecdotes that we hear. And that might be difficult, but I think that same patience that we had to have 18 months ago when this first started, little did we know that that patience was going to be over 20 months or almost 2 years. And the fact is, it could be that it's 2 years before we're really back out into the world, 2 years from the beginning. If that's the case, right? We're allowing everything to be as it is for now. Tomorrow may change the day after that. But we're allowing things to be for now is having the utmost of patience. It's saying, I don't need to change everything this second. Things may need to change, but I have to take a look at what needs to change, why it needs to change, and what my part is in that change before anything can happen. So, I wanted to take the time now, since we've just returned again, to remind us of that patience that we tried to have at the beginning is probably even more important now than it was 18 months ago, because we've tasted, freedom. We've tasted what it's like to be out in the world, not having to wear our masks everywhere we go. And now we're having to kind of step back a little bit. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's what that's what life is. And so if we just kind of take that and internalize it and think about that in our own lives for everything that really happens to us, right? There's times where things are going fantastic. There's times where things take a step back in our lives. So this kind of goes for everything, I think. What do we need, truly need at this time? We need patience. We need to listen. We need to bring ourselves to a place where we are comfortable going where we need to go and doing what we need to do within the framework of what's happening in our world right now. Allowing things to be as they are for now is really, really important for us to keep in mind. That is a phrase, as a matter of fact, it's funny, I don't even think I said that phrase yesterday, but it certainly has come up in my mind today, to allow everything to be as it is for now. As we close our eyes and we start to breathe, what's happening with you today? Allow that to be. Don't allow it to sink in and control you. Just allow what it is to be for now. During this 20 minutes, we're going to go quiet. And then when it comes 6 o'clock and you go back into your life, then you can deal with it. You can make changes you need to change. And hopefully, you might be able to gain some insight while you're quiet, or whatever comes up in your mind. So we're going to go quiet. We notice what's happening in our minds. We notice the places where our thoughts take us. And we say, okay, for now, we're just breathing. We're just being. We're just allowing everything to be. We're not fighting anything right now. There's no fight to be had. There's peace. There's stillness. There's quiet. That's what we're going for. Because God knows. And outside of this half hour, it's very hard to find peace and stillness and quiet, especially in my head. So I cherish this time because this is a time for us to, look into ourselves, clear ourselves out a little bit, allow things to be, and then go back to the nitty-gritty of our lives afterward. Take us to tomorrow when we can get together and be still again. So let's get into a comfortable position. Get ourselves ready for our breathing. We're just concentrating on our breath. We're feeling our breath going in and out. Feeling our bodies. Are there any sensations that you feel? Hearing what we're hearing, what's happening around you in the world. And whatever is kind of coming into your space, just allow that to be, allow that to happen. And then we'll come back at the end, and it's Wednesday. We'll ask to feel luminous and to feel loved. I love Wednesdays for that. Sorry about that. Just a little reminder that it's perfectly normal for your mind to take you away from your breathing. Just notice what you're thinking about and then bring yourself back to your breath. This is what we're doing for 15, 20 minutes. Try to follow your breath from the very beginning to the very end, from the very end to the very beginning. Feel the length of your breath. Feel the difference in your body as your breath comes in as to when it goes out. With each breath, you can allow your body to sink into your chair or the couch a little bit more. And as your thoughts take you away, with love and kindness, without judgment, just take yourself back to your breath. You don't need to judge that your mind is thinking. It doesn't know any better. And it's not trying to take you away from your breath. It's just what happens to us. As we come to the last several minutes of our meditation together, we ask for two things. According to our pre-sleep benediction, we're in the middle one. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. To feel luminous is to feel light, to shine, to put your energy out into the world in a beautiful way, to glisten, to take your energy and corral it into light. May I feel luminous, filled with heat, filled with knowledge. May I feel loved, that I may mean something, that someone cares, that I'm not just alone in the world. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. Just say that to yourself. If you need one more than the other, continue to say that. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel love. We throw this out into the universe to feel it, to feel that love inside, to feel that light coming out. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel luminous, unloved. May I feel loved and luminous. Luminous. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. And then just let's end with going back to just our breath for several breaths. Follow it in and follow it out. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you were able to find some peace and stillness. May you feel luminous. May you feel loved. And may you have a beautiful evening.